Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling a really common issue for English learners, vocabulary. You spend hours learning words, making lists, you feel like you've got it. And then when you actually need the word in a conversation, poof, it's gone.
Oh, absolutely. It's that gap, isn't it?
Yeah.
Between knowing a word exists and actually, using it, it can be really frustrating.
Totally. Makes you feel like all that effort was for nothing. But look, today we're diving into a smarter way. We've looked at what really works, what fluent speakers and language experts actually do.
Right.
We've got 4 powerful techniques. Forget boring word lists. This is about learning and remembering vocabulary faster so you can actually use it.
That's the goal, to get those words out of your head and into your active spoken English, effortlessly.
Exactly. Building those strong mental connections. So let's dive in. Technique number 1, and this might sound a bit strange, is snap learning single words.
Yes. Learn phrases instead. It's honestly a game changer.
Why is that so much better, though?
Well, think about it. A single word, it's just floating there. No context. It's like trying to remember just one number from a phone number. Hard, right?
It's much harder than the whole sequence.
Exactly. Phrases give you that sequence, that context. They show you how the word actually works with other words.
Okay, give us an example, like fast.
Right. You can learn fast, means high speed.
Oh.
Okay. But how do you use it? Now, learn as fast as possible.
Ah, okay.
Certainly you have a usable chunk. Get this done as fast as possible. Reply as fast as possible. It's practical.
You're learning how to use it, not just what it means.
Precisely. The grammar, the common partners, it's all there. Take help. Just knowing the definition isn't enough. But learn, can you help me with this? Or I need some help with. Those are ready to go. They're conversational building blocks.
And you mentioned Mario learn more than one phrase for a word.
Oh, definitely. That's where the real magic happens. Take excited. Don't just learn excited. Learn, I'm excited about the trip. She was excited to meet her new friends. The kids were really excited to go to the zoo.
So you see it used in slightly different ways.
Exactly. Different situations, different sentence structures. You're learning its versatility. Your brain starts to see these patterns, these chunks.
Chunking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes retrieval faster. You're not just grabbing one piece, you're grabbing a whole familiar pattern. It built a much stronger memory.
So the takeaway is ditch the single word lists. When you study, write down the whole phrase or sentence.
Yes.
So instead of just important, right, it's important to be on time.
Spot on.
Of
You're
course.
seeing it in its natural habitat. That makes a huge difference for remembering and using it correctly.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So technique 2.
All right, technique 2 is all about personalization. Connect new words to your personal experiences.
Making it meaningful to you, basically.
Likely. Our brains are wired to remember things better if they have a personal connection, especially an emotional one. Linking a new word to something real in your life creates a much stronger memory trace. It's not abstract anymore, it's tangible, something you felt.
Okay, let's try that. Like the word delicious.
Great example. Don't just read the definition. Think. Really think about a food you absolutely love. Maybe that amazing cake you had last week.
Okay, got one.
Now say it out loud, connecting the word to that memory. That cake was delicious. Or, this pizza's delicious.
That's right. You're attaching it to the taste, the smell, the whole positive experience.
Exactly. That experience becomes a hook for the word. It makes it vivid, relatable, much easier to recall.
And this works for feelings too, right? Not just food.
Absolutely. Take nervous. Don't just define it. Remember a time you genuinely felt nervous. Maybe before a job interview or a big test.
Okay, yeah.
Now say it. I was nervous before my job interview. Link the word directly to that feeling you had.
Wow. Yeah, I can see how that would make it stick much better. The feeling itself reminds you of the word.
Exactly. You're using your existing network of memories and emotions. Words about your daily life, your feelings, your hobbies, they're easier because those connections are already there waiting to be linked.
So here's a little challenge for everyone listening. Think of 3 new words you learned recently. For each one, create a sentence that connects it to your life. Something real. Doesn't have to be dramatic, just personal.
That active step is key. You're thinking deeply about the word in your context. It really solidifies it.
Okay, powerful stuff. Let's move to technique 3. This one seems simple, but maybe it's not. Use the new word immediately.
It sounds obvious, right?
Yeah.
But so many learners skip this step. You learn a word, you understand it, maybe write it down, and then nothing.
And then it just fades away.
Exactly. It's like cramming for a test and forgetting it right after because you didn't need it again straight away. Use it or lose it. basically.
Good analogy, like learning a dance move. You watch it, understand it, but if you don't do it right then...
You won't remember it later.
Yeah.
Same with words.
Yeah.
That immediate action helps lock it in.
Okay, so say I learn amazing.
Right. Meaning astonishing. If you just learn it and move on, it probably won't become part of your active vocabulary.
No.
But if you learn amazing and then later today you see a beautiful sunset and you actually think or say, wow, that's amazing.
Ah, you're reinforcing it instantly.
Yes. You're making that connection active.
Let's try it now. Everyone listening, think of one new word you encountered recently. Right now, say it out loud in a sentence. Or whisper it if you need to. Just use it.
That physical act of saying it, forming the sentence, it strengthens those neural pathways. It moves the word from passive recognition, just understanding it, to active recall, being able to use it.
And a great way to practice this consistently is maybe a journal.
Definitely. Try writing one sentence in a journal each day using a new word. If you learned motivated, right, I feel motivated to study English today.
It's structured, consistent practice. And writing engages different brain parts too, right?
It does. It adds another layer to the learning.
What if you're not a writer? Can you just talk to yourself?
Absolutely. Use new words in your daily activities. Making coffee. This coffee smells robust. See a nice flower. That flower is vibrant.
Just consciously weave them into your thoughts or spoken words.
The more you deliberately use them in different situations, the more natural they become. It cements the learning, transforms it from new word to my word.
Okay, that's clear. Use it right away. Technique 4.
Technique 4 builds on that. Read and listen more, but actively.
Actively. What's the difference between that and just watching a movie in English?
Big difference. Passive listening or reading is when you're just letting the language wash over you. You might get the gist, the main idea.
Like binge watching a show. You follow the plot, but afterwards you can't remember any new phrases you heard.
Exactly. That's passive consumption. Great for general exposure, but not focused vocabulary building.
So active engagement means what? Paying closer attention.
Yes. Consciously looking for new words and phrases, noticing them, trying to understand them in context.
Okay, so watching that show, if I hear a word I don't know,
pause it. Repeat the word or phrase. Try to guess the meaning from the scene, the other words. Maybe jot it down. And crucially,
try to use it myself.
Yes. Make your own sentence with it right then or soon after. That active processing is vital for retention.
And for reading, same idea.
Same idea. See a new word in an article. Don't just skip it. Look it up quickly, understand it, and write it down with the sentence you found it in.
The context again.
Always the context. It shows you how the word is actually used.
Okay, here's a fun challenge then. Next time you watch your favorite show, pick out one new phrase that sounds natural, and then try to use that exact phrase in a conversation later that day. Like if you hear "no worries."
Use it the next time someone says sorry for something small. Brilliant. It makes it immediately practical.
Or if you read, "he was exhausted after work." Say it loud, then make your own sentence. "I was exhausted after my workout."
Exactly. You're engaging multiple senses, multiple parts of your brain, auditory, creative. It really strengthens the connection.
So it's about shifting from being a passive bystander to an active, focused language learner, constantly looking for new things and engaging with them.
That's the core idea. Turn your reading and listening time into focused vocabulary building time. Be intentional.
Okay, those are 4 really solid techniques. Now let's shift gears a little. Knowing words is one thing, but using them like a native speaker, that's another level, right?
Absolutely. It's not just about how many words you know, but which words to use and when. Context is everything.
Yeah, I've noticed learners sometimes use really formal words in casual chats, or vice versa.
It happens a lot. Native speakers naturally adjust their vocabulary, their register, depending on who they're talking to in the situation. Friend versus boss, for example.
Let's try a scenario. You need to tell your boss you're tired. What sounds better? A, I'm exhausted. I barely slept last night. Or B, dude, I'm dead tired. Stayed up all night watching movies.
Definitely option A in most workplaces. It's professional but clear. Option B is way too casual. Fine for a friend, probably not your manager.
Okay, another one. Asking for help at work. Is it, could you assist me with this? Or, hey, can you give me a hand?
Well, assist me is more formal. Good for an email, maybe to someone senior. Lend me a hand is much more casual. Fine for a colleague you know well.
So the lesson is, Pay attention to formality when you learn new words. Think about where you'd use them.
Exactly. It helps you sound more natural and appropriate. Using super formal language casually can sound stiff, and using slang formally can sound, well, wrong.
And sometimes even grammatically correct sentences just sound textbooky, not how people actually talk.
Oh, definitely. Textbooks often teach slightly unnatural phrasing. Let's try a quick game. I'll give a textbook sentence. You give the natural version.
Okay, sounds fun. Go for it.
Textbook. I did not understand what you said. Could you repeat that?
Natural. Sorry, what was that? I didn't catch that. Could you say it again? Much shorter.
Perfect. Next. This is very delicious.
Natural. This is amazing. Or, wow, this tastes great. We don't usually say very delicious.
Spot on. Last one. I am feeling very tired today.
Natural. I'm exhausted. Or just, I'm so tired today. Simpler is often better.
Exactly the point.
Yeah.
Often, simpler, more direct language is more natural in everyday English. Listen to how native speakers really talk, movies, podcasts, real life, and pick up those common phrases.
Develop an ear for it.
Precisely.
Okay, one last thing on sounding natural. Filler words. Like, why do native speakers use them so much? Are they just bad habits?
Not at all. They actually serve important functions. They make speech sound more relaxed, more conversational. They give you a split second to think, organize your thoughts.
Ah, so they're not just noise.
No, we help the flow. Imagine someone asks, how was the movie? Instead of just good, a native speaker might say, oh, it was really good. I mean, the ending was kind of surprising,
Okay, yeah, that does sound more natural, less robotic.
The fillers, make it sound like they're thinking aloud, which is normal in conversation.
So things like well at the start of an answer.
Means they're pausing to think.
At the end.
Checking if you're following. Or sometimes just habit. To clarify or explain something further, the key is not to overuse them. Too many can sound hesitant. But used naturally, they make you sound more authentic.
So pay attention to how native speakers use them and maybe try incorporating them. Paraphrase.
Yeah. It's another subtle layer of sounding natural.
Wow, okay. Lots to think about there beyond just memorizing words. Now, the challenge. Time to put this into practice.
Yes, listening is good, but doing is where the real learning happens. This challenge is designed to get you using these techniques right away.
All right, here's your Day 2 challenge. Step 1. Pick 3 new words or phrases from everything we talked about today.
Could be a vocabulary word, a natural phrase, even a filler word if you want to practice it.
Step 2. For each one, make that personal connection. A memory, a sentence about your life, a phrase you can actually see yourself using.
Like, I was exhausted after my final exam, or I'm excited about my trip next week, or even just practicing, that sounds great, as a response.
Step 3, the most important bit. Use those 3 words or phrases today. Say them, write them, text them, just use them.
The more you use them, the more they'll stick.
And we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below this deep dive. Tell us your 3 words phrases, the sentence you made for each, and one way you plan to use them today.
And if you want an advanced challenge, try to use each word or phrase at least 3 times today, maybe in slightly different ways. Really push yourself to integrate them.
Okay, quick recap of the big 4 techniques. 1. Learn phrases, not single words.
2. Connect new words to your personal experiences.
3. Use new words immediately after learning them.
And 4. Read and listen actively, focusing on vocabulary and context.
And remember that real spoken English involves understanding formality, using natural phrases, and yes, even those filler words sometimes.
It's about the whole picture of communication.
Now get ready for our next deep dive. We're tackling something huge, understanding fast English speakers.
Ooh, that's a big one. We'll talk about why people speak fast, how to catch the important words, and how to train your ears for real-world conversations.
You don't want to miss it, so make sure you subscribe or follow the deep dive.
And remember, learning the words is step 1. Using them makes them truly yours, so start practicing.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We'll catch you next time. Keep learning.
Goodbye for now, and happy vocabulary building.